My cabbages! Low, low, man. Ah, my cabbages!
しっかり足を踏み出して体重を移動しながら腰をひねり肩に力を伝えて
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What's up, everybody? It is, of course, Andrew Esquire. In this legal mindset, we teach you to be your own judge. Today is the day we are dropping the bombshell, courtesy of the Somali conviction team today after a long, brief to a medium range, a medium wait. That's why I'm early today. I'm like a minute early just because I was so excited to get this started and get this going. Thank you for all being here. We got almost 2,000 people just waiting in the freaking chat for this today. So yes, and this is streaming. This is live. We do also have a premiere, a fast facts version that will come out afterwards, so everybody can get the lowdown and get the summary if you want that version. But right now, as always, you get the information fastest and first if you watch the live. So welcome to everybody here. Glad you're here, guys. Shout out to everybody who can make it. And also shout out to Cat Weasel Gaming dropping 50 legal mindset memberships right off the jump. And you know how Ramsey feels about that.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Go. Neko Girl 862 gifted 5 legal mindset memberships, and Fitty Tucker dropping 50 legal mindset memberships.
Yes.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
That is definitely going to engage some coping and seething with 100 plus memberships right off the rip. I mean, what's the count right now? I got to go backstage to get it. The official count right now is over 107, right? Just like off the bat. Thank you guys. You are so awesome. Such appreciated. Love you guys all. And then Warranty Void dropping another 50.
Emotional cabbage.
Gotta get a little cabbage and a little bit let's see what else we need in there. We gotta get one more reaction on that. A little bit
you are coping the seething. You just
lots of cope gonna come from the Ramsey camp on that. Thank you guys. King Lugia dropping another one. Thank you. Kala Jane for 50 Polish zlote says bombshell full of cabbage. Hopefully this is the one that will send him to the cabbage fields. Also, Dartor Lin. Great channel, really fire stuff. He did a great job covering a lot of different topics and making them into diss tracks. They're really awesome. Check out his channel, Darth Torlin. What you're gonna do when legal mindset comes for you. I dropped another song about your previous live show when you get a chance. Yeah, I may check that out on a future one today. Obviously, if you have a packed schedule, Darth. But what I like to do occasionally, I think we should do like a meme day, chill day, and I'll bring up your stuff. So I think that's a great idea. Maybe on a members chat too. Cynical Discord says, I'm here for PP. Let's go. Oh, I've got a big PP today, guys. My PP is substantial today. And that is not counting for the swear jar. Okay. I'm just talking about the size of a man's pee-pee. It's totally legitimate. Thomas Yo for 3001. Samchan says, remember those fake LMs? They're legal clown sets. Yeah, everybody knows they're legal clown sets. Everybody knows they're fake. It's hilarious. JP Ravenfire dropping 20 legal mindset memberships.
Emotional damage.
And Warren A for another 10. Thank you guys so much, generous gifters. And if you received a gift, whether it was from any of the gifters today, Fitty Tucker, Warren T. Void, Cat Weasel, JP, please say thank you, no matter who it is. Say thank you for the membership and welcome to the base legal mindset. Kate Kerbal says, bombshell prediction, Johnny Somali is marrying Hijabba the Hutt. Oof. Western bodies are dropping more than Israel and Iran. That's too soon, bro. Carl Manverse for 2 New Zealand says 2 a.m. sleep squad checking in. Let's go. I will try not to keep you up that long, but no promises. Maxa Poppin says dropping bombshells like pants. Kay Kerbal says early crisp and mostly heterosexual for a change. Crimson Splats is over under on PP errors. I have fixed some of my PP, but sometimes the PPs go a little wild. And that's why you guys like it. My PPs come with a side of scuff. Elfpire Ava says, let's add to the Cabbage Boy Panic Fund. Thank you so much. And by the way, did we already hit the goal? We're almost at the goal. 4 more away from the goal. Thank you guys so much. Hagfish says, Mom and Trill team are here, Uncle Mindset. Also, you're late. You almost ruined my Pippa Phase coffee experience if I brewed it earlier. Thank you guys. Also, shout out to Mom and Trill. Great creators. And I love they cover my they're just so great, and when it's so fun to listen to people that are listening to me and just the commentary they make. It's just great. I love them. They're a great team. Halogen says, member for 8 months. You don't get to claim your early when you push back the start time by half an hour. No, I did not. No, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about, Halogen. These are lies. This is defamation, and you're going to be banned from the chat. Thrawn for 100 check Corona says the most excellent stream to watch at work. Well, please be safe. Make sure your boss doesn't get in trouble, or introduce your boss to legal mindset. Very many bosses, they'll step in the office, they'll see people watching, and people go to turn it off, and they're like, "Oh, legal mindset, good stuff." I'm liking that. I'm liking that reaction. Empress of Claus says, whoa, missed yesterday. Wondered here on time. Awesome. Well, welcome. We're talking Somali today. Yesterday was Foodie Beauty, which was an amazing topic. We had really positive response, and it was a fun new crowd. So that was interesting. But today we're on Somali, back on our home turf. Razor Wire Piercing says, are we getting a big PP? Yes, substantial. Danny Skier says, Baby Hayes mentioned in his previous stream he was going to call you. Did he really? And did he respond? No, he did not call me at all. He doesn't know my number. Nobody knows my number. So how would they call me? So yeah, they could try to hit me up on Discord maybe, but well, hold on. Let me check my Discord. So let me check my Discord right now. I'm doing this live. We're doing it live. I do not think I have any things sitting in my waiting and Discord or any random messages that weren't got through. So I'm pretty sure he did not. But my general policy, and I say this about all these nuisance streamers, because many of them will try to talk to me, but I've kind of become of the mind that I'm not gonna give them a chance to spout BS and promote themselves and etc. This is not the place for them to self-promote. The judge is the country on whether they are guilty or not, and whether they're worthy of prosecution. And that's for people to make up their own mind, and the country to make up its own mind on whether or not to prosecute. And it's not for them to have an opportunity to shill their channels when they're breaking the law. So I do consider things very carefully. JP Ravenford says, should be more. Did my 20 memberships go through? Yes, thank you, JP. Donardo said, I'm ready for cabbage stew and kimchi. Awesome. Taco World says, have some dollary dues, just because I know Johnny is going to cope and seethe. He is big coping and seething. That out the gate, we are already at almost 200 members. We're a little bit shy of 200 out of the gate. That's more people than watch Johnny. Knit Mum B says, woke up early and make sure I was here. Awesome. Doug Diaz gifted 10 legal mindset memberships. Thank you.
Emotional cabbage.
Super Camo also became a member. Sitzar Lucha, 200 baht. Songroy, thank you so much. Kopun Kap, thank you for the goal. Garrett Griffin says, oh, here we go. Phil Kustin, Thor. Razor Pierce said, former boss does in fact follow LM. That's awesome. And Fork Sniffers says, thank you for the Foodie Beauty coverage yesterday. Girl World is a wild crowd and you did great. Now on to RKI. Yeah, and I'm not going to stop. I am going to look more into Foodie Beauty and some of the Girl World stuff. But as always, I like to do objective legal analysis and do deep dives. So I'm going to need some time to get that together. But based on the reception of the community, it seems like there might be other stuff I could look into in Girl World, and it might be interesting to cover. Bronwyn says, well, as long as your PP is substantial. Yes. Size does matter sometimes for PP. And also, we hit the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that. Total Cabbage Boy L.
しっかり足を踏み出して、体重を移動しながら腰をひねり、肩に力を伝えて、
Thank you for that. Warranty Void says, I bring the gift of cabbage. PHS, welcome as a new member. Norbert Frohlich says, Guten Tag. Vielen Dank. Guten Tag, Norbert. Seit die Bomben platzen zu lassen, have a little something for the swear/scuff jar and hit the goal. Prost, Prost. Hope you're doing well over there in Deutschland. Cat Whistle Gaming says, don't drown the massive PP. Ease it in. I want to be gentle today, guys. I want to be gentle. And we're going to take a break for some video. Now, the Fast Facts version does not have any video. And my general policy is to keep those shorter. My lives will be where we watch video, where we review it, do the commentary. And the Fast Facts will be just the PP, like raw, quick PP. It's like, pump and dump. That's the Fast Facts. The live is more an intimate experience. We have this talking, we got the super chats, we got the memberships. We have a fun time. It's more intimate here. So if you like romance, stick with the lives. Cat Weasel Gaming for another 50 legal mindset memberships. Whoa, boy.
You are coping the ceiling. You just can't believe what you're seeing.
Gonna be a lot of cope from the Cabbage Camp today. Reaver90, welcome as a new member. By the way, they've already put the 2 dislikes on the video. So if you guys could like the video, that will help get this news out there. Just a Dank Raven says, good greetings, Sir Andrew. Stay handsome and hydrate. Well, I am gonna hydrate, especially as I drop this PP on you. So let's get the PP up here. Let's get the PP up and get it ready. Get it kind of primed to get you guys in the mood. JJu 545 says, I'm familiar with Philippine prison, but is there a chance Vitaly ends up in a guy's girlfriend in there, like teabag in prison? I mean, anything's possible. He is in a maximum security prison. So that's one thing I didn't mention. He was moved to a different prison. So he's now in a maximum security prison. MM for 500 yen says, PP's out for Somali. JP Raymond said, oh, I see it go through. Thank you, JP. Appreciate you. Appreciate you modding. You and Danielle do a great job. Thank you. And thank you to everybody else in the chat who's helped out with the channel. Andrew Duck, as a new member, welcome. Kate Kerbal said, scuff PP. You should go see the doctor. And also said, alternative prediction, RK insanity plea confirmed. No. Josh Villared says, stay awesome and thanks for the work you do. My pleasure. And last but not least, Ricardo Fung says, nothing like receiving a big PP energy, like vitamin D from the sun with hot coffee, chashu buns in the morning, an aura Somali will never get. Hell yeah. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. Of course, we're going to start with the charges. So we need to start with this as a predicate on where we're at. There is a lot of misinformation about what has happened and not happened and where we're at. Right now, we have 4 guilty charges for 2 of the obstruction charges and 2 of the Minor Crimes Act. We are waiting, and the August trial will be solely for a witness involving the deepfakes. It will not be for obstruction, and it will not be for anything new that comes. So this August trial is just this witness. So this is going to go a very long time. It's going to go beyond August. So don't worry. But right now, we're still hanging out with 2 deepfakes and obstruction. And these carry, remember, these deepfakes have some serious jail time. Obstruction also has potential jail time. And I know Johnny laughs about that, but it does have real jail time possibility. But deepfakes, it is assured. It is assured. So let's continue. We need to talk about Somali's pattern. And we're going to paint the story today. Today is a story day because this bombshell involves you guys understanding the story. In the story of Ramzi Khalid Ismail, a man or a boy known as Johnny Somali, it's very important to note that he is a very small man, and that's not me being hyperbolic, it's actually material to the motive, it's material to the impetus, is that he is a very tiny man. He fears grown adult men. He has no ability at all whatsoever to threaten a grown adult man of any race, creed, origin, or background. He is very, very tiny. So what he does, his psychology, is to target women and children, particularly children, but also women, because most of them are smaller than him. And most of them he perceives as weaker, right? Now, that doesn't mean they're necessarily weaker. Many women are way stronger than him. In fact, I would say most are way stronger than him. He claims that, he claims, Danielle says he's 5'4", 130. I would say he's probably closer to 5'2", and probably like 100. Like, he is not at all intimidating. So some of the behavior that he does towards women and children is disgusting. It's certainly inappropriate. And inappropriate is bad morally, and it's unjustifiable. But much of the behavior, while inappropriate, may not necessarily be criminal. However, over his course of history, there are many things that have crossed the line into criminality or potential criminality. And it's important today that we take a tour through all of the things that Johnny Somali has done towards women and children, which are indeed now evidence that can be used against him, can and will be used against him in South Korea. We're going to look at the Orlando hotel room. We're going to look at Tokyo Disneyland. We're going to look at the Israeli miner. We're going to look at the miner girl on the streets of Korea. We're going to look at Moxie. We're going to look at Xena. We're going to look at Lotte World. We're going to look at Nana. And last, we're going to look at the online solicitation of minors on ome.tv. In Korea, and in many places, but in Korea, you can take evidence together to paint a pattern and a picture of a person, of an individual. And Ramzi Khalid Ismail has very long benefited from the fact that people look at something in isolation and they think, okay, well, in isolation, this doesn't look that bad. But unfortunately for him, he's streamed his misdeeds across the world. He streamed them for everybody to see. And despite his attempts to delete videos and to scuttle them around, people have saved them and backed them up. No matter where he went, people save these videos. And because people like you guys out there, like many of you, like the clip channels, everybody else, was so diligent in saving and clipping, that we have today brought the strongest case, and we've revealed the strongest case and new investigation against them. So let's start with this video. We're going to do a little video tour here. We're going to do a little video tour. So we're going to go through all this, and some of you may have seen this, some of you may not. But once again, it's very important for the investigation and charges I'm going to talk about today that you guys see all of this and put the picture together for yourselves. Once again, be your own judge, make your own decisions. I'll get a couple of these chats before we start, but I want to kind of keep the flow here. Marshall Jet Cooper says it's rude to speak at RKS if he's in here. Oh, I know he's watching right now. Ramsey, you're screwed. Darren Davies, as a new member, welcome. Cat Weasel, dropping 50 legal mindset memberships.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Thank you, Cat Weasel. Fambro says, keep up the good work. Been watching some depth. Awesome. And OG. Kurdna says, aloha from the Isles. Good. Thanks for good topic variety. Thank you. I try to have some variety, and I try to find topics that have an engaging and good community and have people that are giving me good feedback. I want to do topics that you guys are interested in too. And I feed off of everybody else giving information, liking it, having comments, engaging. So if everybody is engaged with it and having fun, I like the topic. So I'm glad I'm finding ones that people are engaging with. Artemo says, damn, I'm late. Take my monthly penance. Thank you. Danny Burt for 499 says, since this is such a special stream, are you going to temporarily suspend the swear jar? Go ahead. We won't judge. No, I want to be kind of a little bit somber on this because this is very serious. I mean, yes, I'll have the jokes and the reactions too, but I mean, this is serious. These accusations are dead serious. And this is no joke. Job offer tense is glad to be here. Live for the spirit bomb you drop on RKI. I sent an email to your Go East account this coming weekend. Awesome. Well, thank you. I will hit you up on that. Thank you. Das Wolf for $9.99 says, you do realize Ramley Cleat Insmile is a sociopath, lying for the sake of lying, lacks self-control, and has no inner voice to tell him right from wrong. 100% sociopath. And that's why he needs to be behind bars. Asian Dragon 456 says, let's get Eve from Stellar Blade to protect the community from Johnny Somali. Good choice. And the other nuisance streamers love to see her figure. She will take them down like her goal and protect mankind with a restorative system will be the goal. That would be interesting. Yes. A good Korean video game there. Lord KJW says RKI's action in South Korea are going to haunt them forever. And Unbelievable says, if it wasn't for Date Grape, I never get laid. Sublime, but also Johnny So Somali, probably. All right, let's continue. So right now we have first here. Oh, wait, hold on. Need to pull this up the right way. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to have the first video. This is in Orlando. Now, some of you have seen this and some of you have not seen this. But remember, what's important is that we have confirmed that every single thing on today's stream, every single thing on today's stream has been received by the Seoul prosecutor's office. Every single video. And this is not all the videos they've received. I'm just showing you a curated collection. So let's go over here and check this one out.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You said you're gonna call the police on us and then want to stay here. That's not how things work.
You threatened to rape me?
Who did?
You literally
No
said
one said
in the
that.
car.
No one said that ever. Where's the proof? No one ever fucking said that shit to you.
Where's the proof?
No
Who's
one
gonna
fucking said that.
Who's gonna believe who?
Look, I have you on video saying that. I have you on video saying that.
You
You got you. You got you on video saying it.
Because you said it in the car. What do you
Happened.
mean there's no
She
proof?
said she's gonna call the police on us. I got video of her saying, who do you think they're gonna believe? Me or you guys?
I'm at the Embassy Hotel in Orlando by the
Where?
airport, and I'm 17, and there are two guys
17.
that are 21 and 22, and they threatened to rape me, and they've been calling me.
What the fuck?
And they
That's crazy.
have recorded me crying, and yes.
What?
Oh hell no!
Yo, she's tweaking.
she's tweaking.
I don't know. We're staying. We didn't do nothing.
No, we can't.
Yeah,
She's tweaking, bro.
No,
We
you
didn't
said
do
it in the car.
We didn't do nothing.
No, they said it in
We
the
didn't do nothing. We don't even know you.
No, they said
Call
it in
those.
the car.
So once again, let me remind you guys in case you missed that. That was in Orlando. That was in the US. That was several years ago. That is a minor, 17-year-old that Johnny Somali and his friend threatened to essay. Right? I'm going to use that word because I don't want to say it. We're probably going to get demonetized here too. So guys, please like the video because the language, even though we censor the face of the victim here, obviously for her privacy, we can only do so much about the language. The language is very vile. And there's a lot of vile language today. So I do apologize. If you have any children, you might want them to step out of the room. We're talking about very sensitive subjects today, and there's some extreme language. Obviously that one's pretty clear. And this is the beginning of a saga and a pattern. So just understand that's very important to this. Stephanie Lerma says he's embarrassing for an American. Yes. Gary Lee said Florida didn't lock him up. I don't know why. I don't know what came of that. QB gifted 10 legal minds and memberships. Thank you so much. Michael Muddragon says my dumb ass read the PP as movie Xena. No, Moxie. MJ today said for 5,001. Could RKI be charged with tampering with evidence by trying to delete stuff? I've been waiting for this. Possibly, but probably they're going to go with the stronger claim. Piotr gave 5 legal minds and memberships. Thank you so much. Suki the Black Dragon says you should check out Chance Wilkins, aka Cyrax. I will look into that. PHS says, in fact, if you have something on that, can you email me? I would appreciate that. PHS says for $1.99, I hope RK is enjoying his time in Korea. He is enjoying his time in the cell of Hank's apartment. King Luke said, hey, Illegal Mindset, did you download the emo cabbage? I have it. It's in my inbox. And for the Emperor said, hope it's maximum allowed by law. Crazy Cat Lady says, sounds like Ishmael is going to be in prison till he is middle-aged. I'm here for it. And actually says, my humble contribution to make Somali cope and seethe. Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's go to the second video. So the second video that I want to bring up here is Tokyo Disneyland. Now, Tokyo Disneyland has two parts. And once again, remember, the thing that's relevant about Tokyo Disneyland is this, and especially for South Korea, is that he has this pattern of going to theme parks, going to places where there are women and children, specifically children, a lot of children. You will see a lot of children here, a lot of minors, and doing disgusting, vile, or offensive things. So here's the first video involving Somali at Tokyo Disneyland.
$3 TTC.
Charlie sent $5.
Mother love me long time. Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky, one time, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, one time, Hong Kong, one time, one time. Love me long time, feet of my long song. Go back, Hong Kong, I'll send you back to Hong Kong.
What the fuck, yo?
Mother love me long time. Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky, one time, Hong Kong,
What the?
one.
In line with clear minors and children playing something. He knows what's wrong. He knows what it's saying. It's in English. He knows what that's saying, right? He knows what it's saying. Plays it anyways in Tokyo Disney World. And he has an opportunity to stop and to turn off the TTS. But what does he do? Nope. He keeps on playing it. Let's see here. What is he doing?
Means to stop whatever you're doing. That signal means to stop whatever you're doing. That signal means to stop whatever you're doing.
Remember, he's in Japan and he's playing atomic bomb warning noise. So.
Falsely guarded plant in New Mexico, Tennessee, and the state of Washington continues their work. Atomic bomb.
Whoa!
Once again, you see a clear amount of women. You see a clear amount of children around there in Tokyo Disney World. Very, very similar, as I say, to what goes down in Lotte World. So now we move over to Israel, right? So now we move over to Israel. So we go to Israel, and once again, he's very clear about his number one targeting and intentions here, but number two, the age of the girl is very, very clear. Let's continue.
How old am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
How old are you?
Yes.
20.
You're right, yeah.
So smart. I'm too young for you, I guess.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
It's legal here in Israel. Take my Instagram.
He wants your Instagram.
Take it. It's legal here in Israel. I don't give a fuck. How old are you?
I'm 16.
I'll take both of you. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to jail. I go to jail. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's serious. I'll take both of them. I got wife number 1 and wife number 2. I'm like P. Diddy. I'm like Epstein. I'm like R. Kelly. I don't care. For her, look, point it right here. For her, I go to prison. Age ain't nothing but a number, but a dime ain't nothing but a thing. Oh my God. Give me a kiss. Wow.
No.
I'm scared, man. I'm gonna go to jail. I go to jail. Please give me a hug. Give me a hug. This is my wife. This is my wife. Oh my God. Look, I don't give a fuck. Look. I'm gonna go to jail. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm going to jail. I'm on the most demonic shit tonight. I'm Jeffrey Epstein. I'm P. Diddy. I'm the next reincarnation of everybody evil. Harvey Weinstein. I'm the most demonic nigga that ever turned a camera on. I'm the most evil person that ever used the internet. I'm the most evil person to ever use a camera. I'm a sexual deviant. I am a criminal. What I don't do off camera, you niggas will never see. I'm like Epstein, nigga. My name's Epstein.
Might call you a
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm young Epstein. I'm young P. Diddy. Clip it, nigga. Ship it, bitch. I got all these young bitches doing something strange with the chain. The only
Okay, so once again, that's a hell of a clip, and you guys have probably seen that one before, but once again, it is not only clipped, it's now submitted and accepted as evidence. That's the best part. That's the glorious part. I'm going to read a couple of these because I am trying to keep this to flow, but this is a giant one. Jopi for 500 Swedish krona says, have you seen the 15 minutes interviewing Tread or whatever his name? I think he showed the predictable motive behind of RK's deeds is to get notoriety. Use it for a get-rich-quick scheme with coin. He's desperate, did it quick. Yeah, once again, I'm not trying to knock 15 minutes. I mean, I know he's got his heart in the right place and he's trying to do the right thing, but I don't take any of these guys seriously, and I don't think what they say is worthwhile. So, I get he's trying to do some investigation, but none of the Discord bros are really worth it. And I think they all lie and spout BS. And a lot of them, you got to understand, Johnny has fake accounts as multiple people. So it could very well be Johnny or Hank or somebody else. So you always have to be aware of that, especially with Discord conversations. Obviously, there's fake profiles of me. There's fake profiles of Atozi, other people. So there's fake profiles of Bong Bong. Right. So you got to be very careful with that and taking anything on Discord too seriously, especially if you don't know who's on the other end. Dennis Gear says, BK and VG, I know things are awkward between you guys. Not awkward, but our IG is on. More charge, the better. Why not reach out? Everyone's a second chance. There's a lot of legal considerations for them, especially since they have children that they need to be afraid of. So I stick by my advice to them, which is to stay out of it. Steve McNally for 10 says, sounds like Somali needs the wood chipper tribe. PDFs are not people. Kwang Lee says, please God give RKI 10 plus years in prison. Gary Lee says, I'm surprised you didn't get deleted in Florida. That's pretty bad. And he might if he ever goes back. Tony says, what do you think is worse, Florida prison or Korea? It depends. I mean, probably Florida, but Korea can have its own challenges. Jarmax for 10 says, not surprising lunatic fled the country after Orlando. If RKI and his butt buddy Gino were in another state back then, they'd be taken back to Florida to face charges for abusing a minor. Yes, they really don't mess around with that in Florida. Look up Sheriff Grady Judd. Bad News Badger for 100 Danish kroner says, actually feeling physically sick watching this. It is bad, guys. And once again, if you have sensitivities, this is not the episode for you. We're not done. We're not even close to done yet. Bryn is British Empire as a new member. Welcome. Hidden Pants 101. Welcome. And Rastafari says Israel is actually not the place to be annoying because Arab people don't do mercy when it comes to jail time. Yeah, and he almost got in a really bad situation there. Asian Dragon 456's problem in Japan is 90% Japanese language, so RK is playing the bomb song. Nobody but him understands it's rude. Yeah, that's how he got away with a lot, honestly. Marcus, I already covered this about interviewing Trell. And once again, I take that with a grain of salt. And I've had a video on that on Discord in general. Sailor Moon says, I cannot properly explain the level of rage at that. I feel it in my bone density. I know it's really chilling. And Mascalao says, need to read some book to clear the brain rot. I agree. Coyote Trickster says, member 60 months. Andrew, out of curiosity, do you ever feel dirty just watching Mr. Ishmael or Ismail? Because I feel like washing with steel wool and bleach. I just took a shower and I think I need another one. But we're not done yet, unfortunately, guys. We gotta continue. So let's continue. The next one we have here, and once again, this is all evidence that's going in the books. We've got a 16-year-old in Korea. So now we're going to Korea, and now we're going to stuff. And remember, each of these things in Korea can be an instance of child sexual harassment. So let's pull this up.
Game is game. Let's go. What is going on over here? Yo, my white friend likes you. My white friend likes you. This one.
You're 16.
I don't care. My white friend likes
Let's
you.
play that again.
My white friend likes you. My white friend likes you. This one.
You're 16.
We're 16, in case you didn't hear that.
I don't care. My white friend likes you.
I'm 16.
Why? My white friend likes you. I'm sorry. I don't like white women.
So yeah, he's trying to, they're once again harassing 16-year-olds. So it's that we're not over. We're not done yet. Next, we got Moxie and Xena. Let's pull up Moxie first, and then we'll go with Xena. Once again, now they are not minors, but we're establishing a pattern here of harassment of women and children, as well as sexual threats. Let's play this one for the record.
What happened to him? No, what is this guy doing? He's drinking soju and then throwing up.
Shut up, you dirty ass guy, you dirty ass dirty bitch. Don't ever lie on my ass again, ugly ass guy.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, I got niggas on away from you.
So remember, he mutes. You see him here intentionally muting his own stream when he makes a threat of SA against Moxie over here, who, by the way, provided me with angles as well of this incident and helped out with some footage on that. Clear threat, unambiguous. And it wasn't just her that night, it was Xena as well. Let's play this one. And this one is clear as day as well.
Shut up, you dirty ass guy, you dirty ass dirty bitch. Don't ever lie on my ass again, ugly ass guy.
Oh my god.
Versus Xena. That's right, versus Moxie.
I got niggas on away from you.
Can you please help me? Help me! He said he's gonna rape me. Please help me. He said he's gonna rape. He did. Please help me. Help me. No, he's over there. He said he's gonna rape me. I said that's a threat. Yeah.
So you've got threats out there. You've got threats to both him, and later on in that, he does actually go and yell Xena as well. Crazy stuff. Let's see. Next, we'll do Lotte World. Actually, do I have that on here? I think we've seen a lot of Lotte World. So let me skip over to Nana, and then we'll do some other stuff. But before I do that, let me get to some of these comments. Hidden Band says, "Guys, stop blaming the girls for their clothing. Clothing not equals consent, and kids are allowed to exist outside at night." Exactly. And once again, it's different. See, the thing about Johnny is, it's not. Look, if you had a mistake of age and you thought someone was of an age of consent, and when they tell you, "Hey, I'm not 21," and you continue, or "I'm not 18," and none of these girls were even 18, they were under 18. If someone would say, "I'm not 18," and then you back off, that's a lot different of a scenario than Johnny Somali, who consistently in every single video, and we're going to see this, when told they are underage, says, "I don't care." See, that's the thing. So it's not a mistake of age thing. Norbert Froelich says, "As sickening as all of our RK actions are, we need to keep in mind the legal side. The SK changed the age of consent. Age of consent is not exactly relevant here, but I don't want to give. So I'm not going to give defenses because I don't want to give Ramsey ideas. So we're not going to talk about that. Anything that would allow him to defend against any of these things. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just showing the evidence that's been submitted. Tanatrap Twin Vito for 69. Time Bot says, "Drop in because I'm bored." Well, welcome. Sweaty Cop. Dante for 2 says he's evil but runs away like a coward. Exactly. Katie Not Cat says, "Problem with RKI and his ilk is they see people as objects to exploit for views and clicks. Thank you for shining a light on his dark deeds. That's what I exist to do. And that's why I'm his deepest and biggest foe." B. Brian says, took a day off to see this. Great info so far. Keep up you and your team's work. Thank you. We worked really, really hard on this and getting this information to you guys. If you want to support the team, you can always go over there to Ko-Fi/Andrew Esquire, and drop a little note for the team over here on Ko-Fi. We deeply do appreciate that, and we appreciate your support. The link is pinned in the comments, and as well, I'll put it in the description below here, and it's also in the description of the video. And thank you guys for supporting me and the team. We really all appreciate it. Fitty Tucker for 10 says, serious thought. Say hypothetically he gets X years. Would they possibly significantly reduce it because they don't feel like wasting taxpayer money feeding this goblin? The judge can consider that. The judge can consider everything. But I don't think money alone is going to be the only reason why they would give him a light sentence. I don't think they're going to think, okay, Korea's going to go broke because we give this guy 5 years instead of 10 or 3 years instead of 6, whatever. I don't think that's going to be the thing that tips the scale. Madhuv for 5 legal mindset memberships. Thank you. Let's give a little emotional cabbage.
Emotional cabbage.
King Connor said, came late to stream, time to catch up. We're not done yet. Don't worry. Scruff Dog says, need to see Hanky Boo, the Tanky Boo, face justice for supporting this nonsense. Be patient. I think justice will come to Hank. Johnny 718 Bravo says, wood chipper. Mr. Delta 88 for $4.99 says, depending on Japan's statute of limitations, Japan should trick Arcade into coming back only to have a set of handcuffs waiting for him. First super chat. Thank you for the first super chat. He is banned from Japan for 5 years because he was found guilty of a crime there. So he cannot come back. Incoherent Screaming says, as a CSA survivor who never got justice, I hope RKA gets taught a lesson he can't ignore for the sake of his past and future victims. Amen. Threat of rape on a young woman's essay. Yep. Gary Lee says, Gino hasn't been extradited to Florida yet for essay. Not that I'm aware of. Inquisition says, seeing these videos, it makes my skin crawl. He's a horrible person, no doubt, but he repeatedly keeps targeting children for the worst, most evil reasons possible. 10 plus years seems more realistic. So you guys in the poll, most of you want him to get 10 plus years, followed by 5 to 10, and then 1 to 5. Only 4% want 0 to 1 year. So most of you want 10 plus years, or at least 5 to 10 plus years, which is what I think my prediction at 5 years, I think is where I would like to see it at a minimum. Darmax for 5 says, at least we all know RK as a type of bottom feeder everyone hates, a predator hunting kids. He kind of wonder how local inmates will look at him. They don't look kindly at people targeting minors. And Bronwyn lastly said for 5, considering RKI, it wouldn't surprise me that he had to force a woman to get some. What a douche nozzle. Now, once again, that is not alleged right now, but you see a problematic pattern of behavior, certainly. Okay, so let's move on to Nana. So Nana, of course, was a streamer who was in Korea, and Johnny decided to follow her, stalk her, and harass her. Let's put this now. Mind you, this was on a Hank's phone, so the quality is very bad. So blame it on Hank.
I'm here to meet my supposed friend, but you've been brainwashed by suspenders. You've been brainwashed by ICE. I've been here. Listen, I've been here to meet my friend homeless. No. Remember we talked in Japan? Remember? Remember when homeless called you and said Nakadashi? Remember?
By the way, Nakadashi means cream pie. So he's saying something sexual to her, to be clear.
Remember when I told you Nakadashi? You remember? Kimori, why are you saying that? You know Johnny Somali, right? Mr. Hiroshima Nagasaki, you know that, right? Right? Stalker, don't say nothing like that. Your homeless is creepy. Call the case out to call him. Go. Call him. Go, nigga. Call the niggas, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Nana. Fuck you, homeless. I'm on your ass, bitch.
So that one, a very poor quality there, but pretty bad. And then also, let me pull up another one here. Where he makes some more threats to her. Once again, all this information can be used together.
Were like they really wanted her to file a report against him.
File a report for what?
So
for what?
And I mean, I think it's good because I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't really give a fuck. But
you're leaving tomorrow.
It puts something like stop fucking with all these streamers. You're just gonna have a million misdemeanors. I don't know what a misdemeanor really means, to be honest. I'm not a lawyer or anything, but apparently it's a misdemeanor. But at least they won't harass her again. I'm leaving tomorrow.
What do you mean? I'm on that bitch tomorrow. If Nana's live, I'm on that bitch.
That's basically the story.
You think you stopped me? If Nana's live, I'm on that bitch tomorrow.
Saying I'm on that bitch tomorrow. So even after she's filed a police report saying he is going to stalk her, he's gonna, keep following her, keep going after her. And then we have a coup de grace. We also have Lotte World, but I've showed Lotte World before, so I'm not going to show it again. It's a longer clip, and you guys can go back and watch on other channels as well. But Lotte World, of course, he's on a ride, and this is the one that he's actually charged with obstruction for already, right? So he's already charged with obstruction for the Lotte World incident, where he's playing very sexual messages in Korea to children at Lotte World. But beyond that, we had one other thing that I will show you here, which happened even after he was arrested. So as the trial is happening, as he is going to court, and one of the things that's been amazing about this is he's continued to commit crimes as the trial goes on. And this behavior that I'm going to show you online on ome.tv is absolutely something that is going to be investigated as criminal behavior. You have this blurred, but this is a minor. And you'll hear even Hank, and when Hank, the sloppy tank, even Hank says this is too far, you might know it's too far.
Yo. Wait, there's a kid.
Let's play that one more time.
Yo. Wait, there's a kid.
Even Hank knows.
Hello. Where you from? Philippines?
Philippines, but that's a kid.
Hey, free my nigga Vitali. Hey, free my nigga Vitali. Hey, free my nigga Vitali.
Where are you from?
I'm from America. He's from America.
Yeah, I'm from Texas. Texas, Arizona.
He's not from Texas. He's Korean. He's not American.
I'm planning to move to China though. Yeah.
I like Mexican pussy.
Wait, what?
Mexico, they got the big booty, the big bunda, culo grande.
No.
Listen, I come Kiev. I'm coming. I come Kiev. Me, I come.
Once again, this is now a different child. This is now a different minor. Okay? So we now have rotated to a different minor.
Okay, I will wait you.
I want pussy.
Wait, what?
What?
I want pussy.
This is a Ukrainian minor.
What?
You heard me, bitch!
Never.
Do you like BBC?
Wait. I think they're minors.
I don't know. Shut up.
Even Hank says it again for the fourth time. I think they're minors.
Hey, BBC. Do you know the meaning?
No, I don't know.
You don't know the meaning of BBC? You think I'm ISO speed? Me?
No, I know I show speed very beautiful.
Who's more sexy? ISO speed or me?
I show speed, of course.
Wow.
Damn.
Listen, how old are you, first of all?
I'll try, I guess.
Like.
Yeah, how old are you?
Try, I guess.
Just say it, bitch, so I can go next.
I'm 17.
There you go. You have it, everybody. Confirmed minor. Confirmed minor.
Oh.
Wait.
All right, that's
Wait.
above age of consent.
No. Let me Google something real quick.
Ukraine
Age of consent. Hold on. Age of consent. Hold on. Age of.
And I'll speed this up.
Oh, hey, we good. Mazel tov.
That's legal.
It's okay. It's okay in Ukraine. Nope. W. It's okay. 17 is okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. If you want to make money, I'm not gonna lie. Once you turn 18, go to Israel. You can sell your pussy for big money in Israel. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh no, thank you. No,
I'm just giving you a
Now he's soliciting a minor into sex trafficking.
offer, but continue. I still like.
You're not my type.
I don't. Hey, Slava Rossi. I hope he blows up your city.
Yo.
Would you fuck a Somali?
Here we go. Hold on, let's go back.
Yo.
Slava Rossi.
Yo.
Slava Rossi. What about?
So then they switched to UK minors. So once
if you met
again,
a Somali
new minors.
man, like, would you fuck a Somali man?
Depending on his age, maybe.
Okay,
And
what
what
about
his
me? I'm a
passport
Somali
like.
man. Would you fuck me?
How old are you?
I'm 24.
You're a bit too old for me.
How old are you?
16.
Once again,
That's barely age.
What's the age of consent of you?
so once again, pattern of behavior here, talking to minors, targeting them, going after them. It's a pattern. And all of that information together, all of it needs to come together to paint a picture of the dark and insidious lifestyle psychology of Ramsey Cletus Smile. Now, because of this, we can confirm one thing, and one very important thing. We can confirm that all of this has been submitted. All of this has been submitted to law enforcement. But as well, we confirm that the official investigation into Ramsey Cletus Smile for crimes against children and women has reopened. This is confirmed. We have the Carfax. Let's look at some of the receipts here. Oh, and by the way, when I talk about investigation, we can confirm that not only was a criminal complaint submitted, but it was accepted by the police and they've begun the investigation. We're at step 2. We can confirm that we are at step 2. We're not at step 3 or step 4. That's where the prosecutors take their time to look at it and make sure that it will survive in court. And 4 is when they actually bring the charge, and they officially bring the charge in court, and it comes to trial. So we're not there yet. We're at 2, but we've confirmed. The Somali conviction team has worked very hard to confirm and make sure it's at 2. And we have a leak of the receipts. So we've got the receipts. By the way, Alex Bear says, this is sick. Thank you and your team for this. No, thank you guys for supporting the team. We could not do it without you guys and your support. Without all this love and support from you guys, we cannot do that. So please like the video, share it, leave a comment, leave some love for the Somali conviction team because they're working really hard. Michael Turner says, punishment is nigh, and this is about sending a message. I agree. Robert Escher says, dang, thought the poll question was how much he was likely to get. I want to change my vote to 10 plus. Ordnung 9 says, shouldn't threatening to grape be considered SA regardless of whom what gets threatened? Yes, that should. However, once again, it's establishing a broader pattern, and as well as there's some difficulties with some of the parties that are not in Korea for certain types of charges. So that's a thing. Hector says, at this point, Somali's argument is going to be, I'm not evil. I'm just an alternative moral alignment. Good luck with using that to the judge. Ryobi says, Arkia Gang is the Costa Concordia. They're going to sink for real. Sneaky Blinder said for 25 Polish zloty, I think in the U.S. you have to respect the age of consent of the state, even abroad. And if you travel, lower AOC can still be charged in the U.S. I'm not giving him any defensive hints or legal hints on this. I'm just showing you the evidence. Leo the White Lion for 2. Thank you. Leo the White Lion says, I stand with you, LM. Nuisance streamers be gone. Thank you. Gary Lee for 189 says, Ukraine will delete him. I don't think he's going to Ukraine. Akumugan for 5 says, I was a nuisance streamer summoned to another world. Now I farm cabbages. Sounds like a great anime. A crazy isekai. Gary Lee says they can be racist there. I know people there. Well, once again, I don't think there's anything racist about any of this coming down. I think this is all justice for what he did, whether he's black, Asian, white, whatever, Hispanic, whatever he is. This stuff is objectively wrong. One of his defenses tries to be, this is all because I'm black. This has nothing to do with that. Whether he was white, black, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. Hank, if Hank did this instead of him, Hank would be just as culpable. J3640 said, children crying after he wants her to sell her body. Yeah. Asian Dragon says, looking at this, Johnny Somali is a sexual harassment predator. Assault should get maximum restorative sentence because there's so much damage to minor women and young adults. I agree. Jaffa Greg for New Zealand 5, thank you. Warren A says, this investigation for cash is the best delayed birthday gift ever for child sexual harassment. Yes, thank you. Warranty Void dropping another 50 legal mindset memberships.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?
Thank you for that, Warranty Void. El La Cancion says, God bless you and long live freedom. Thank you. Dart Torlin says, all adults online should stop being sexual predators. Predator hunters should just call the law first, not for clutter money. Just look at Gideon and his deal with a minor in EDP. Yeah, it's a good example. Number Frolic says, what about RKI's threats to a female police officer in South Korea where they submitted? I don't know. I'll have to look into that one. I'll have to confirm that one. Leo says, cosplayers against nuisance. I stand with LM. Thank you. And Dame Nation says, sing with me. We are clipping, and saving. Hackfish says, for Mom and Trill's weekend live stream, we said over there that this much crimes and charges, Ramsey Cleet Ismail should sue Johnny Somali. He acts like they're two different parts of him, but all of his body is going to be serving that sentence. Quad Dog 77 says, I felt a little sorry for him, but no more. Revan's disciple said, Steely Dan, ara for RKI. Danny Bird says, I understand Hank may be slow, but he was a victim too, and the fact he keeps supporting RKI is disgusting. And Molly Cafferty says, throw this under the jail. Let's look at the receipts, guys, because of course, many people, and Johnny Somali tries to pretend that I'm making stuff up. I bring receipts. I always have receipts, and we've got receipts today to show this is 100% real. So let me show you guys what we have for receipts. This is the cover sheet. Let me get in the corner here. This is the cover sheet. This is Gobal Jang, and this says his name in Korean, Ramzi Khalid Ismail. Now, we've covered the personal information. I've covered the personal information of who submitted this, as well as some information here. But this is the cover sheet. This is the first, or rather the second page of the complaint. And I'll actually read this to you. What this says is the purpose of this accusation is the suspect, Ramzi Khalid Ismail, is hereby accused of violating the Child Welfare Act, specifically acts such as coercing or facilitating obscene behavior toward a child, sexual harassment, etc., hereinafter referred to as violation of the Child Welfare Act. We request the defendant be prosecuted and punished for this offense, assigned to division Juvenile and Gender-Based Violence Investigation Team. So this was officially assigned to the Juvenile and Gender-Based Division already of the Mapo Police Department. Here you have the documents side by side. You can also see this is an official stamp, and also there's this red ink on it. Whenever you file stuff, this kind of ink gets on the documents. That's one of the ways you can tell this is real and this is legit, is it's got kind of the ink stain and the seal. This is the literal receipt. I know we joke about like bringing receipts. This is the literal actual receipt. So when you submit something in Korea and the police accept it, they give you a receipt. Now, we've kept some information anonymous on here. So once again, we're protecting certain people, because obviously we want to protect this leak. But you see here when this was, see the information for Ramzi Khalid Ismail. It was filed in the place it was filed, Seoul Mapo, right? And they're confirming they received this document on 6/16. So literally yesterday. This was actually yesterday evening or afternoon, from what I understand. We got the official receipt. This was one of the things I was waiting on for you guys. So I wanted to make sure we had the receipt in hand before I stream. That's why I delayed the stream, guys, because I wanted the receipts. I don't do things unless I take a headshot, unless I'm spitting facts, and unless it's objectively true. So I can say this objectively. This is in, this is filed. The investigation has started. The law enforcement is already on it. Now, what are they on? The Child Welfare Act. In case you don't know, the purpose of the act in Korea, and this is a translation, is to guard the welfare of children so they can be born healthy and grow up happily and safely. In all activities concerning children, the interests of child shall be considered. No person shall engage in any of the following acts: having a child engage in lewd acts, or arranging such acts, or committing sexual harassment or sexual abuse against a child that may make him or her feel sexually ashamed. Furthermore, any person who violates this shall be punished by imprisonment with labor for not more than 10 years, so up to 10 years of imprisonment, or by a fine not exceeding 50 million won. 50 million won. So we've got now multiple instances here stacked against this guy. His whole history. Now, the stuff that happened outside Korea, they can use that for background to establish a pattern, of behavior. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Exactly what's going to happen in this case is they are going to look at this and say, we have a pattern of behavior from Johnny Somali. We have a pattern of behavior from this guy that shows that he is targeting women and children, and put together with the incidents in Korea, this constitutes violations. And mind you, it can be multiple counts. So they could give him a count for the girls on the street. That's one. They could give him another count for Lotte World. They give him another count for what he did with Omed.tv. All of these things can be counts. So he could get multiple counts of this. Yeah. And now, one thing to clear up. The investigation, they initially did look into him for child sexual harassment, or the Child Welfare Act, solely using the Lotte World video, one of the videos. But that video lacked context and lacked the rest of this evidence and information. Also, that was filed with the Eastern District. This is filed with MAPO. And if you guys may or may not know, as we've been studying, the MAPO Police Department absolutely does not like Johnny Somali. And they're not going to go light or easy on him when it comes to this. He's been screwing with them for the past year almost. And they are not happy with Johnny. So you've got very motivated law enforcement. You've got clear evidence that shows a pattern. You've got more evidence that's been submitted. And you've got an investigation that's already started. Now, this charge could be added, if they decide to go through with it, could be added before the next trial, could be added after. It's very, very possible we could see this hit before or after August. We'll see. Spicy Caesar. This is RKI before reopening, RKI after reopening. Yep. Big Buddha says, you mentioned his friends said he wasn't like this before, but in reality, it's the real him he kept in check. You know, I think that clout can make the ugliest part of you come out. This is what I would call the ugliest part of a human. This is the lowest, most disgusting part. And it shows when people get drunk on power and they think that these types of things can't hurt them, can't touch them, that they're untouchable. Things like this end up happening, and it's really scary. Fitty Tucker for 10 Australian says, this reading like a war crime. We know you're watching RKI. You proud of yourself? Ramsey, are you happy? Marcus X for 2 says, have you seen JS's offensive I Have a Dream speech? Yes, I've seen that. Tim Schmidt says for $5.99, can RKI still be charged when he returns to the States for what happened in Orlando? I'm not sure. It's possible, but probably they would move on from it because the facts and the witnesses are going to be kind of hard to recollect what happened back then. Kate Kerbal says legal mindset takes the headshots. RKI takes the back shots. Oof. Hexorcist says, sheesh, that stuff is horrible. Hope the courts smoke his boots. Yeah. Isor says the ROK doesn't play. No, they do not. Gary Lee said, Law and Order, SVU, Korea, RK is doomed. Damn it, Johnny. So in this case, will the charge be stacked? They could be. They could be. Angel Chase, what's up, Angel? For 99 cents, countries usually allow anyone to report CA. Yes. And it's taken very seriously in Korea. Very seriously. Octare for 5 says, could have sworn instead of special people on the PP, I read short people. I don't think I had any errors. Guys, I think this PP was error-free. So I think it was solid today. I think it was error-free. Did anybody spot an error? I didn't think I had any errors. Lord KGW said, what about the threat by RKI against the judge? He has that. So the judge already has that. The Somali conviction team separately submitted that. That was submitted a while ago. That's not related to these charges. The threats against the judge are separate, and those were submitted a while ago. So the judge has seen those way back. So the judge already knows about that. That's already been submitted. So don't worry about that one, guys. From Switzerland for 5 francs. The Angry Sloth says, Grüezi aus Switzerland. Love your work. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What is the Swiss word? I can't. Shrusli Musli, like the cabinet. I can never say that one properly. But anyways, thank you. Big Buddha says, excuse me while I go Sesame Street and the count for all these convictions. It's getting intense. Guys, in a normal case in Korea, you don't see even one charge merged. We have 7, and we may have 8, we may have 9, we may have 10. More may come on this. This may end up 10 charges. We're at 7 right now. Let's see. ID Peace Boy 46, so proud of the Somali conviction team getting these charges brought back. Thank you. Now, remember, let's be very clear about this because I don't want to lie. Let's be very clear because we're going to have a lot of clickbait channels out there. Understand where we're at right now, clickbait channels. We're at stage 2. The police are investigating it. We have not had an official charge. That has not happened yet. It's not an information that's been filed or something that's been filed in trial yet. First, it's got to go through the police. They got to finish their investigation, then the prosecutor, then it goes to trial. So we're at stage 2 right now, but that's still very serious. Understand the police turn away a lot of charges. They actually try to convince you that it's not something you should go with. But yeah, Atozi looking at you. Atozi, wait, what? Is Atozi watching me right now? It's okay. Grandpa can watch me. Grandpa, I tried not to curse today, Grandpa. August 13th is the next court date for those who may have asked. So that is the next one. All right. Artemis Force says, I'd like to wager the $5 that RK's lawyer is seriously considering walking away after hearing this new info. Great job, conviction team. You know what? I think there's a good possibility that Ramsey's lawyer, his quote unquote paid lawyer, may walk at a certain point because he's going to realize how much work this is. And, remember, Ramsey's lawyer appears to be working on an IOU. So he appears to literally be working on I will pay you next year for a hamburger today or a trial today. So I don't think the lawyer is going to want to stick on that forever. And Dark Cash said third lie perceived still. Oh no. Oh, did I do that? Oh no. No. Wait. What would it be without a little bit of scuff? I had to do a little bit of scuff. Guys, if you enjoyed the work today, if you appreciate us refiling this, once again, please take a moment, go over to Ko-Fi, drop some support for the Somali conviction team. We all deeply appreciate it, and we all really worked hard on this. So thank you for that. Getting this information, getting these leaks, getting these screenshots, getting all of that, making sure it's legit, making sure it's translated. Dr. Alaric working on the translations. And we're not done. We'll have more in the future as this is updated as information comes out. But this has been absolutely huge and is great news for serious consequences because with the addition of these charges, we see a great chance to add on strong charges which carry serious jail time, serious prison time, and can lead to him actually paying for what he has done. Aho Skova for 10 Canadian says this channel should be named Legal Klaus. Legal Claus. Get it? Because of all the early Christmas gifts you bring us daily. Oh, thank you. I try. And Ewan Owen says we need a scuff detector emoji. Oh, that'd be great. We are going to have a swear jar. That is coming. That is coming. All right, guys. That said, a fast facts is coming right up. Stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. But we do know what Ramsey and Hank are doing, and we know that they are.
You are coping the ceiling. You just can't believe what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping the ceiling. The truth it is all day, and now you are more than you.